Hello everyone, here we are already on the 10th episode of my little forest farm. Today's episode should see more pigs, more crops, more money, and even more pigs again. Today is the 16th of spring, so I'm just going to try and kill some time for most of the day so that my pigs can produce even more truffles than they have already. One thing that I am going to do today is go and see the good folks at the Joja Mart, because I'm once again going to sell out to them because it's a lot faster than doing it the hard way. Especially since I've got so much money. I had 130,000, it only cost 5,000 to get the community center turned into the Joja Mart, so that's easy. And I want to do that so I can get access to the desert once again because I want to buy starfruit seeds for summer. Now that I've got that out of the way, I'm pretty much just going to pick up all the truffles that are currently on the ground and call it a day after that. Also, at this point, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in going around touching my pigs. I'm going to spend more of my energy on getting more of them for now. It just takes too much time to run around and touch them all. It will take too long to do these videos. I will, however, touch whatever ones are convenient as I pick up truffles, so if they happen to be standing beside me, they get pet. If they're not, too bad for them. Anyways, just before noon, and there are 25 iridium quality truffles all ready for sale. And that is going to conclude the 16th of spring. And those truffles worth 31,250 gold. That more than pays for my Joja membership. So today I'm going to go back to the Joja Mart and pay to get my bus driver thing happening, because I need that ready for summer. Also, I think I'm going to take the time to get another barn started and buy any more pigs if I have more room. I think I still have room for a few pigs in my second barn. And while I'm doing all this, of course, my pigs will be producing me valuable truffles to pay for it all. 9 AM already, so the carpenter shop is open. And here we go with my latest barn. Gonna tuck it nicely in that little corner I created in the last video. I did have to buy some rocks to accomplish that. Not too many, it didn't cost me more than a few thousand gold by my estimation. And now that that's over with, Marnie's should be open, so I'm headed that way to buy my remaining pigs for my one barn. Actually, I lied, I'm headed back to the Joja Mart to take care of that business. So, taking a look at the Joja Community Development Form, here's all my options, and what I want is the bus for 40,000 gold. It's definitely pretty expensive. I still have over 100,000 gold left, however, so that all works out pretty nicely. And that desert is a good investment because, like I said, I get starfruit seeds from the desert, so I can have a starfruit crop in summer, which is worth a lot of money. I believe it is still the third most valuable thing you can grow. And now for the business with Marnie. And as it turns out, I had enough room for 4 pigs, so I just bought 4 pigs for 64,000 gold. So my second barn is now full, so that's pretty awesome. In hindsight though, I should have started my third barn much sooner than today, obviously, because now I have no room for more pigs. I was also thinking about putting some grass starter down here in the south end of my field to let it turn to grass. And after taking a look, I think I probably still will. The store is not open on Wednesdays if I'm not mistaken, so that will have to wait for tomorrow. But if I could turn a lot of this real estate into grass, then that would only be to my benefit. And that was something that came from the comments section, so thank you again for that. Also, I didn't even realize till after I read the comments about my level 10 animal perk thing. I completely screwed that up. I really wish I hadn't, but I did. I'm only human, I do make mistakes. I clearly was not paying attention when I read any of that. I was kind of rushing through it, so my bad. As I said anyway, I'm not really going to pet too many of these pigs this time anyway, so the whole making them like me thing doesn't really apply anyway. Not as many truffles so far today, 19 by 2 o'clock. And that will conclude the 17th of spring. On to tomorrow. Here is the cutscene regarding the bus. That is exactly how you fix a bus. You just hammer on the front and back and it fixes itself. Those truffles today, 23,750 gold. So today I'm just going to clear a bit of land in the south end of my field, trying to leave any trees which could potentially turn into mushroom trees. But anything else, it's going to go to make room for grass. Conveniently, it's about 9 o'clock and I've just cleared pretty much all the space I want to clear, so off to Pierre's to buy my grass starter. If I can ever find my way through this maze. Now it's just a matter of figuring out how much to buy. Grass starter, it costs 100 gold for every piece of it, and so I'm going to buy... I'm not sure. We'll just go with 50 so we be sure to have lots of grass. That's as much effort as I'm going to put into that. I'm just going to plant those all over the place and forget about them. I suspect with that much I will cover the remaining spaces in my field fairly quickly. One thing I should have actually just considered was how much that costed. That was 5,000 gold, so I need to, in theory, get 5,000 gold worth of grass off my field now, so hopefully I have the available real estate to do that down here. I think I will. The hay is actually pretty expensive to buy, so as long as I get a good amount of grass, it should make up for it. Also, it would be awesome if this fall one of my trees would actually turn into a mushroom tree. That way I could build the rest of my field around it. For now, I'm hoping that any one of these trees will do it, so I don't really want to clear any of the other trees out until I see at least one. Okay, anyways, I've planted 25 of my grass starters. That's taking up a lot of real estate as is, so the other ones are just going in my bin for now. The ones I have down there should cover the area fairly quickly. So, as per usual, it's time for the gathering. And that's enough for this day. 18 truffles, 22,500. At this point really there's hardly even a point to doing any more crops. My farming skill is leveled up to level 10 and I make so much money off the truffles already, there's really no point. But I am still going to go ahead and do the starfruit in summer because I like to do them. This cauliflower is only going to be worth 30,000 gold for another harvest. That's really a day and a half of pigs. My newest barn should be ready tomorrow, so I will start the upgrade again tomorrow. For now, I'm going to pick up all the truffles that are on the ground. Because, as I said before, I think if there's one on the ground, the pigs cannot find another truffle there, so it takes up a lot of the room. A lot of that room could be making me more truffles and more money. So that means, once my next barn is done, I'm going to expand my pen one more time, or even have just free-range pigs, because at this rate they're going to be covering the ground in truffles pretty quickly, and not have any room left to find more. So here's 16 easy truffles by 8 AM. I'm going to throw those in the bin, and that's going to be it for this day. So there's an easy 20,000 gold just for picking up truffles until 8 AM, and I could have done it a little bit faster. And here it is, my third barn is now complete. Obviously it is not upgraded enough for more pigs, so I'm going to start the upgrade today. And while I'm at it, I'm probably going to move this barn back one space because, as people have been pointing out, they don't line up nicely and that seems to bother people. I think it looks kind of nice, but I do want it back a little bit so that there's just a little more room for all my pigs. So here we go, 9 AM, time for the next upgrade. However, I need to buy another 9 stone first, so just like that. Okay, I just screwed that up. If you want to move a building, do that before you select a building to upgrade, because if you choose to upgrade a building, that occupies the carpenter's service apparently, and you can't move anything until they're done. So that barn's going to sit out of alignment for a few more days at least. And they've been kind enough to give me another 12 truffles, so those are going in the bin. That concludes this day. 28,750 gold. Today, the 21st, it's raining, so no truffles. Gonna check on my hay. Already starting to get down there, so I might as well top that up for now. Next opportunity I get, I'm gonna buy a whole lot of hay. I'm talking thousands of thousands, maybe even 10,000s. Once I fill up my next barn, I'm going to go through hay at a very quick rate. So while I'm waiting for my pigs to do their truffle thing today, I'm going to expand their pen to the left here by quite a bit to give them a little more room. So today all my pigs are a little bit grumpy, they are unhappy. I would assume that's because it was raining yesterday and I did not close the doors for them. They still gave me 20 truffles so far, so I'm not going to complain. They can be mad all they want. This is what their expanded fence line looks like. Nothing special, just to give them a little bit more room to do their truffle thing. And since it's past 10 AM, the bus will be open, so I'm going to head to the desert because I think you can buy starfruit seeds out of season. So I might as well buy those while I'm thinking about it, and then I'm ready for summer, which isn't that far away. Also, I have almost 120,000 gold right now, and the starfruit seeds aren't cheap, so that works out. Okay, here we are. Starfruit seeds cost 400 gold each, obviously very expensive, and I need to buy 140 of them. So, 56,000 gold later, I have my summer crop all ready. Actually, I lied, I did the math wrong. I need twice that amount because I wanted to do 2 harvests in summer, so I need 140 more. That leaves me with only 5,690 gold remaining. And I still, of course, need to buy fertilizer. I'm not going to do that today because I don't think I have enough money. There appears to be no more truffles, so I'm going to bed. I did still make 27,500 gold. My third barn is complete now. It is ready for pigs, so today I'm going to wait a little bit, gather some truffles, and then hopefully I will have the money to go and buy 3 brand new pigs for that thing. I've already found 19 truffles. That should be lots for what I need to do today. First things first, I'm going to head to Pierre's store. I was going to head to the carpenter shop to get the barn moved, but it's closed on Tuesdays, so that's not going to happen. Also, neither is Marnie's now that I think about it because it is Tuesday. So, pretty much everything's gonna have to wait just one more day anyway. I'm simply gonna throw these truffles in the bin and then go buy some fertilizer. 140 quality fertilizer costs 21,000 gold. Now it's just a matter of counting the money. That is definitely money well spent, seeing as it's going to be fertilizing the starfruit, which make me, I believe, a few 100,000 gold. Something like that. A generous 26,250 gold. So today, being Wednesday, everything should be open, so I'm going to move the barn with the carpenter shop. Also go to Marnie's, buy a few pigs, and buy a whole bunch of hay. And I once again forgot, it is the flower dance today, so nothing's actually open, so I'm just going back to bed. And all that stuff I said about today, gonna happen tomorrow. Still collected 17 truffles by 9:30 AM, so I'm not gonna complain. Because they're worth 21,250 gold. A very lucky 13 truffles so far, so I'm off to the carpenter shop to move that barn. And just like that, everyone can feel that much better. And now Pierre is going to be the proud new owner of 13 more truffles, worth 16,250 gold. So just like that, my new barn is 1/3 full of brand new pigs. Now that last 12,000 gold is all going to hay. So because I now have 75,940 gold, I'm going to buy 4 pigs, which are worth 64,000 gold, so I'm going to have just about 12,000 left, and that should be enough for lots of hay for now. It only buys me 238, but that's almost enough to fill my silo once, so that's good enough for now. The pigs will continue to be fed. My grass started down here, you can see all the different patches, it's starting to take off. And obviously that's exponential growth, so the bigger it gets, the more grass grows. So I now currently have a silo full of the hay and 364 in the chest beside it. That's not a huge stockpile, so once I get a huge stockpile of money, I'm going to buy more hay. I'm going to try and avoid cutting the grass at the bottom of my field until the end of fall. I'm going to keep my eyes on it, however, because if the field starts to get full of grass, I'm going to start cutting it because there's no point if it doesn't have any more room to grow. I might as well cut down 20-30 spaces and let it grow back into that. It feels like the pigs are on a truffle frenzy today. Every time I pick them up and go to walk to the bin, a few more pop up. Anyways, that concludes the 25th. And I earned another 11,250 gold from the second set of truffles. It's the 26th already today, and my cauliflower is all ready to go. I'm not going to pick it, however, because like I always do, I'm going to leave it till the last day of the month. That way I lose the least amount of hoed spaces rolling into the next season. Today I'm simply just going to gather some truffles and touch a few pigs and call it a day. I think actually today, since I've already found 17 truffles, I'm going to take these right to Pierre, sell them for instant profit, and then go buy a few more pigs. Because the sooner I have the pigs, the sooner they produce more truffles, which means I can get more pigs and more money. So another 21,250 gold, just like that. So I just have enough for another 2 pigs. So 10 days from now, those 2 little pigs will be all grown up and making me lots of money. Along with those last 3 I bought, there is now 5 total for my new barn, which is almost half full already. On to the 27th. Thinking about it, I should get started on another barn pretty soon, but I'm not going to do that I think until I get into summer, because I don't have a lot of money at this very moment anyway, and I'm just not going to bother until the season changes. Just after 9 o'clock and already 15 truffles, so that's good enough for today. Those go in the bin and off I go to bed. There's another easy 18,000 gold, and those last truffles put me just over the 1 million total earnings mark. Since today is the last day of spring, I'm now good to harvest all my cauliflower, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do. So after picking up every one of my cauliflower, I have 83 gold quality, 42 silver, and 18 regular. Also today, I feel like buying some more pigs, so I'm gonna go sell everything I have to Pierre for instant profit once again, and then buy pigs with whatever money I have at that point. It would be really nice to buy the remaining 7 pigs I need to fill my barn, but I really don't think I'm gonna find that kind of money here. So the truffles are worth an even 20,000 gold, the gold quality cauliflower 21,000, silver 9,000, regular 3,000. So I now have a total of 77,000 gold, which is enough for another 4 pigs in case you're wondering, so I'll be up to a total of 9, so my barn will be 3/4 full. And I will once again spend the remaining 13,000 or so gold on hay. Okay, so it turns out I made yet another fairly big mistake. That barn is only its second upgrade. It still needs one more upgrade to get its full thing. I completely overlooked that because I got a little distracted with other things. So I was only able to buy 2 pigs for it, so I'm going to go get the next upgrade started right now. But I was also curious as to whether or not you could put pigs in the medium upgraded barn, so it turns out you can, just not 12 of them. And just like that, my mistake is pretty much rectified, so in a few days I will have the full-size barn, and I should have the money by then to fill it with the remaining pigs I need. And once these last 2 truffles are in the bin, that is going to conclude the last day of spring, and spring in its entirety. Just like that, we're already into summer. I managed to save a few hoed spaces, not too many, but whatever, those are easy enough to fix. But that's going to be it for this video, now that we're into summer. The next episode, which should be up tomorrow, should include a whole starfruit crop, playing into summer, more barns, more pigs, more truffles, and maybe a few other exciting things I can come up with. I also want to make a few other videos over the next few days over the weekend, so stay tuned for those. Keep it up with the helpful advice and comments and pointing out all the mistakes I make. They always help me moving forward into the next video, so thank you for those. And I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.